So the build night is something that we do here at my Central Vape Lounge to allow people to learn how to build. So we're talking about building coils. The coil will need to buy wire or cotton, and rather than buy a manufacturer's stock coils or pre-made coils, you can make whatever coil you like. So as opposed to buying a set ohms or set resistance, you can dictate what kind of vape you want to create, based upon the materials you buy, the way you build the coil. So build night, we do it twice a month. It's 6 in the evening till 8 p.m. It's a 2-hour session. It's free, and it's just about teaching and helping people with safety, how to get the most from the tools that they might own, any accessories that they've got for coil building. And it's just sharing the knowledge that we've got, helping people to build safely, because it can be dangerous if you've not got a good understanding of Ohm's law, battery safety, etc. So coil building is for people who want to get the most flavour. So dependent on the materials that they buy, so the type of the wire, the brand that they use, the cost, very common, you get what you pay for. They might own an RDA, which is a dripper, so you build your own coils, put the cotton through it, and you drip directly onto the coil. Might be that people want to build coils for RDTAs or RBAs. You get much better flavour. You can save a lot of money. So as opposed to buying, let's say, 4 or 5 coils for sort of plus £10, £10, £15, £20, depending on the tank that you own, for £10 you could get a whole metre of cotton, you could get 10 metres of wire, you could build endless amounts of coils with that. So it's for people who want to save in the long run and get more flavour as well. The only downside to that is that dependent on how you build, you might use more e-liquid, but if you're saving money from buying a manufacturer's coils, then it sort of balances out. May not be ideal for people who are on the go. It's more an at-home thing, because when you make your own coils, you might have problems with like leaks and things like that if you've not built the coils and set up your dripper or accessory right. It's not something that you would sort of carry around. There's no capacity as such with a dripper as opposed to a tank, unless you've got an RDTA or RTA. So build night is for everybody. Maybe you're new to building and you've never built your own coils before, or set a dripper, or any tank, let's say. You can basically put your own coils in. So it's for the novices or maybe even seasoned veterans. Very common saying, 2 heads is better than 1. You can always learn something new. Vaping, the e-cigarette industry has got to be one of the most evolving, sort of trades right now. So you've got to understand that there's always something new coming out. You've always got much more choice because it's evolving at such a quick pace. So it could be that you're an expert, but it could be that there's someone there at the build night that could help you, or maybe you've got questions even though you're a seasoned veteran in vaping, and you want to quash any concerns or clarify certain things that you're unsure of. If you've got something in your hands, and it's much easier than watching a review or how to build on the internet, because you're experiencing it yourself. You're immersing yourself. It's for everybody basically, whether you're new to vaping or you've been vaping for 7 years plus, like myself. There's always something new to learn. So it's for everybody. It's good for people to learn how to build, because they can save a considerable amount of money. When you're buying a premium e-liquid, it's important that you get as much flavour as possible. You wouldn't want to put really nice e-liquid that may not be cheap into a coil that's on its way out, or it's not going to last too long. So it's all about flavour and the quality of the vape that you want to experience. So again, when you build your own coils, you can set exactly what style of vape you want. Maybe you want a cool vape, a warm vape, hot vape, a very wet vape that leaves a lovely taste on your palate. You can dictate how smooth, or what type of vape that you want to create. So it's all about doing it yourself, tailored to you. So when you learn, how to build, you dictate exactly, what you're building, the materials you're going to use for that vape as well. You've just got many more options when you build your own coil. It's really important to understand resistances, know which type of batteries to buy when you're building your own coils, because it can be dangerous if you don't have a good knowledge of building safely, using the right type of batteries. We won't sell the hardware to anyone here unless you can demonstrate to us that you understand Ohm's law and you've got a good knowledge of how to build coils and utilising the correct batteries for the coils that you're building. So it's about understanding resistances, etc. Else it's like literally shorting a battery, and of course there's dangers surrounding that. If you stress anything too much, it's eventually going to break. That's why we see a lot of accidents in the media, maybe social media as well. Shops have sold a product to a customer who's wanted to get into this style of vaping, but they've not explained to them, or given them a good basic understanding, or vetted them to see if they're competent to, utilise these accessories in a safe, way where they're going to get the most out of it. So it's important to understand Ohm's law and battery safety as well. If you want to attend the build night, you would need your own dripper, RBA, RDTA. If you've got to have your own hardware. We have got the tools, but we're limited. Everyone comes pretty much with their own DIY kit or coil building kit. So people would be happy to share, I'm sure. The community that we have coming here on the build nights is brilliant. Everyone's like a family. Everyone helps each other. And everyone's head down, getting that hands-on experience, making Claptons, and every week it will progress. So your skills are constantly improving. So what we'll do on the build night is gauge what level everyone is at, and try and give a task where everyone's going to achieve the most of that 2-hour session. We put out some of the latest e-liquids. We ask for some feedback to gauge whether we should get them in or not. And it's good. It's a really good atmosphere, and people really love it. And we've got a good loyal following for the build nights as well. So we announce the dates on Facebook every 2 weeks on a Friday. So there's 2 every month, and we put it on our Facebook page, which was Atmos Space Central. So people can just send a request, we'll add you, and you'll see some of the latest hardware e-liquid that's come in, and we'll announce the dates that the build night is on, to allow people enough notice and the opportunity to attend.